Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Wake Up Charlotte to Go. This morning, we want to know, hopefully before you start your morning commute, what is your number one driving pet peeve? And hopefully you're not watching this while you're driving.
Yes.
That's a big no-no.
That's someone else's pet peeve.
If you are, let us know, please.
Yeah, please. Be safe about this. We're a good show, but we're not that good. Kia standing by. She's got a check of the things that we tend to be most distracted by. In the meantime, weigh in. Let us know your biggest pet peeve. And Kia, so what are folks most distracted by? Because the funny thing is cell phones aren't number one.
Right, which is surprising to me. That's what I thought was going to be number one. So we're taking this information from a survey that was done by Erie Insurance. They said that rubbernecking came in at number one. So here's what that is. It basically is being distracted by literally anything going on outside of your own vehicle. Coming in at number two, though, was passengers. I'm sure all the parents can attest to all the crazy things that kids do in the back seat. A lot of survey respondents are saying that causes a lot of distraction as well. Here's where we get cell phones in. Coming in at number three, very surprised that this wasn't higher. So, after number three, snacks. Food is coming in fourth. People are saying that they're trying to get a snack in while they're driving on their commute is pulling attention from the roads. And fun fact here, this impacts men more than women. Don't blame me, that's according to the survey. And finally, number five is radio and music. 6% of people taking the survey said that they were distracted by tunes. So that's why we've been asking all morning. What distracts you most during your commute, or what is your biggest driving pet peeve? We did have a couple of people respond, and a lot of folks are saying, well, we listen to the radio and eat at the same time. Sounds like you are a risque driver. Another person saying, yes, rubbernecking, especially looking at those car wrecks on the side of the road, maybe even billboards, can cause even more accidents. So what are you guys' driving pet peeves? I'd have to say people on the phone or not using a signal. I actually hate that.
Yep.
In general, I would say in life, not just on the road, but in life, my biggest pet peeve, oblivious people. People who are just not aware of their surroundings, somebody who, whether it's in the grocery store or whether it's on the road, people who are just, and they're well-meaning people and they don't mean anything by it, but they are oblivious. They are oblivious to the world around them. And it's like, hey, when you step out in the world, you're expected to interact and you're expected to understand everybody else around you. And I know it's not intended this way, but I interpret it as being very selfish and self-absorbed, and I'm thinking, hey, stop. I'm like, come on, like tune in. You're like with the other functioning people in society.
To the world. Come on.
It comes across as rude oftentimes if you're not doing that because you bump into somebody, and then sometimes if you're so in your own world, you don't even realize you bumped into them, so there's no apology that comes afterwards. So
slow drivers in the left lane.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. And, I mean, our freeways, it's not a lot of time to merge, you know, when you're trying to get on it. So I hate when people wait until the last minute.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Dart in, dart out.
And then they expect you to let them in.
Yes, always.
And it's like, wait, what? It doesn't work like that.
It's courteous. It's not courteous.
People running red lights is a major problem.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
I
You notice
noticed that. Yes.
All the time. It's almost, you've got to watch, stop, look, and listen before you move across the street.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big of a problem that was. Because, I mean, again, you know, it's no secret that I didn't get here too long ago. But in the couple months that I've been here, I've noticed that a lot. People just, like, blatantly run red lights.
Yeah.
I've only seen this in Chicago. So that's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point of where I consciously, like, take a pause. If I'm at the front of the green light, I take a pause, kind of look. Just because there are going to be those people who run it, and if you're a little over-eager at the green light and you punch it, you could very well end up getting T-boned.
Yes.
Yeah, especially with the time that we get to work, because we're right off of Billy Graham. There's the one light that it's my turn, but if I see somebody that is still going pretty fast, it's like, I'm just going to wait this out. Because it's multiple times you just see them going by, and you don't like your
people
heart escaping your body when that happens.
They're blowing their horn.
I will say that's the one thing that's nice about our commute. I mean, so I only live like 7 minutes away from the station.
Nice.
I know, I did that on purpose.
Good.
7 minutes?
7 minutes.
Wow.
I know. I got really lucky with an apartment. But we're getting on the road at like what? I know me, it's like 2:50, 3 in the morning.
Yep.
And I mean, there's like no one on the roads. But when I was training, the first week they had me like doing a dayside shift, and I was doing like the typical 9 to 5. Oh my God, it took 25 minutes to get in and out of the station. And I'm like, this is too much.
So when I was on that shift, it was interesting because I was living around stalling, so it was a big drive on 485, I would purposely wait to leave at 6:30 instead of 6 because the difference of me getting home would be 5-10 minutes. Just because traffic would be so bad, it's like either I could do something here at the station, be productive, or sit in traffic during that time and maybe gain 5 minutes. It's that bad, especially at that hour.
And I've always felt like, I mean, and Larry, you and I have talked about this, but like traffic is now just bad pretty much all day. I don't know if it's the pandemic and people's jobs sort of shifted and stuff like that. Yeah. But I feel like we used to have, intense morning rush hour and intense, evening rush hour. And now it feels like it's pretty much just
it's 24 hours.
Yeah, right. It is. Even going out to lunch takes forever.
Yeah, lunchtime traffic is considerable. And I mean,
weekends are just insane.
Oh my God, I don't touch my car on weekends. I just won't do it. Like, get me the Cats bus, get me the light rail.
We're lucky that we live. I live way out in the hinterlands.
Yeah, oh my
goodness. In the
hinterlands.
Yeah, right.
If you're out in kind of like the outskirts.
Well, it used to be. Now it's just as bad.
Right.
Anthony used to be way out in the hinterlands. Now it's just all merged together.
That's what happens.
You're going to get a light rail one of these days.
One day.
One of these days.
These politicians keep talking about it.
10 years from now.
10 years would be ambitious, actually. I think it'd probably be more like 15 or 20.
Well, sadly, everything we just mentioned is keeping me employed in the traffic world.
Just
because it has been insane, and we've also talked about this, the amount of incidents that has increased, I would say, over the last year has been astronomical, and the amount of closures on 485 has been also insane. But the biggest thing with those delays that we've been talking about is one thing that somebody brought it around rubbernecking. Because everyone here, the biggest issue is, and you mentioned this earlier, that what should be just a drive-by shoulder blocked can be a backup of 10 miles.
You're on a backup of 10 miles, and it takes you 3 hours to get where you're going. And you drive by, and it's a guy changing his tire on the side of the road. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, we did all of that for this guy changing his tire?
It's disappointing.
Right? I mean, you don't wish ill will on anybody, but at the same time,
people are just too nosy. That's what it is. Nosy people.
Oh, totally.
When we first actually looked at this article, trying to put together this segment, that was like the headline, like top distracted driving, nosy people. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to figure out a way to rewrite this.
That's true, though. That's what it is. Folks, let us know, what is your number one driving pet peeve? And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning for another edition of Wake Up Charlotte to Go.
See ya.